Hello, everyone. Another video here on the channel. This one, in particular, will be a bit different. I'm going to share a story that a follower sent me to tell here on the channel, and if you also have a story and would like to send it to me, the QR code is in the posts tab. First things first, you know the drill. Subscribe, leave a like, and if you can, make a donation. As you know, I created this channel to spread my knowledge and life experience to as many men as possible. My life changed after I discovered the Scarlet content, and that's how I was able to have the full life I have today. That's why I decided to create this channel, to pass on my knowledge. And now, for the story. Hello, Black Pill Femme channel. I'm reaching out through this donation to ask you to share my story that happened to me these past few days. First of all, congratulations on your work, as I see that several men will awaken and have a full life through this channel. The other day, I was going to a restaurant here in my city. I was just chilling, at my table, I asked for the menu, chose the food, called the waiter, all set. Suddenly, I look to the side, and I see a woman looking at me. She was staring, and staring a lot. When I least expect it, she approaches and introduces herself, cordially, and starts talking to me. Out of nowhere, she tells me, "You don't recognize me. I'm Falana." I stopped and thought, Falana? I don't know any Falana. Then she told me where she was from, and I thought, and thought, and thought. And, people, unbelievably, I remembered. I met her at a time when I didn't know the reality. I knew things people told me, but not in their true nature. Back then, I was a fool, practically. I liked her just because she was very pretty. She was 25, you know, that whole thing that not everyone wanted. And I, at the time, remember going up to her and telling her I liked her, that I wanted to date. She laughed, actually. She used the fact that I liked her to belittle me, to make fun of me with her friends. I remembered, but I stopped and thought, no, it's not worth it. First, nowadays she's old, she's ugly. I think, if I'm not mistaken, she told me she has 2 or 3 children. She didn't get into that topic much, because when I asked, she avoided the subject. That's it, you understand. That's it. If I had that mindset today, I would have accepted. Because, well, she's not totally finished, but she's finished, you know. She's older, she has children, and with this legal insecurity, with everything that's happening in the world, it's unfeasible. And it's obvious she doesn't want to be with me for who I am, because she met me the way I was and didn't want me then, right? Why does she want me now? Because now my life is good, I'm chill. I'm already retired. In fact, I earn 7 to 8 figures a year, so I'm relaxed. And she's single with children. Now she wants me, said she likes me, said she now sees the reality. Yes, now she really sees the reality, after time has passed. So, folks, it's not worth it, you understand. I don't want to either. I look back, and I see that it was all very shallow. The message of this video is, evolve, but when you reach the top, don't go back to those who despised you. A man's love, the love as he understands it, is a true love. He likes a woman because she is a woman. A woman doesn't like a guy because he's a man, she likes what he can provide. Back then, we get stuck, but we have a long-term mindset, and they don't. Most of them don't have a long-term mindset, you know. It's what's convenient at the moment. And, of course, I wasn't going to accept because she doesn't like me for who I am. If she did, she would have stayed with me. I remember at the time I would tell her about my plans, that I was going to change my life. We were very poor, you know. She was poor too, but she just kept looking at the guys who had money. It was a completely flawed way of thinking, and I was sad about that. Today, I'm happy. I think it's a good thing it didn't work out. Because if it had, I would be with that burden, I wouldn't have money, I wouldn't have the life I want. Today I live in any country I want, I always travel, I eat at the best restaurants, I live the life I want, I drive the best cars. And I'm telling you this so you don't give up, but you have to have self-knowledge. Without self-knowledge, there's no way. Every person has a talent, and you can strategically plan the steps for that talent, you know. So, focus on yourself, but for that, you need to know yourself. Don't go with the herd mentality, don't follow others' ideas. If you don't like something, really stop and think. Imagine if I had married her back then. It's a good thing it didn't work out, I see that today. And that's it. That was the message. Focus on yourselves. See you later. Thank you very much for sending the story, and if you also have a story, send it to us. See you in the next video.